Supremely full of it.
Back like gangbusters.
Yo.
Supremely full of it podcast. Back with another episode.
We back at it again.
You know what I'm saying? They call me Dyer.
And I be your boy 9. Hey, yo, man. I got something for you today, man.
Okay.
I put out a short probably like a week ago or so. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I got a little pushback on it. Just a little push back.
Why you so extra, bro?
Just a little push back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to somebody on the push back.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, nah, you know, I'm talking about the pie.
Go
you know
ahead.
I ain't talking about, you know what I mean?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, I'ma play my short.
It's too late. You done went there.
I'ma play my short.
Okay.
And then we gonna discuss it.
All right.
Ladies, create a safe space for your man. Because when you wondering why he gone at the barbershop so long, it's because he's safe. Tell him Naam sent you. All right. Let me ask you this first, bro.
Okay.
Because when I did that short, I ain't really discussed with you what I was talking about.
Right.
So you listening to what I said, what do you think I meant?
Seeing as how you said the barbershop and men talk at the barbershop, I would say a safe space to voice your opinion. Okay.
Yeah. For real. That's, you know, the direction
Right.
I was going with the short. Mm-hmm. But I didn't really want to say exactly where I was going because you could take so much out of it. You know what I mean? Like you can not necessarily hitting, you know, safe space, meaning your dude or your husband is afraid to come home.
Right.
Because some people may take it that way. Mm-hmm. But what I was meaning was, you know, something along the lines of what you said is that, you know, the barbershop is a place where you get to speak freely without any judgment.
Right. You just said that he isn't scared to come home, right? Mm-hmm. But he isn't dreading to come home either.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
The whole safe space thing, I think as a whole, men, we're not supposed to express ourselves. We're supposed to be robots, hold everything in, not express ourselves, just bury it and just keep going. Mm-hmm. But
go ahead.
I mean, but we do that even now because when we do express it, it's pushed to the side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, man, like the man is the person that is the shoulder for you ladies to cry on.
Right.
So the thing is, who are we supposed to go to when we feel like our plate is full?
Okay, if we try to express ourselves to our women, right? Mm-hmm. And they don't understand the problems that we're going through, and we go to our male friends and we try to express ourselves to them, but then your woman gets mad and say that you can't, she feels like you should be able to talk to her and tell her everything.
Yeah.
But you just tried that and she didn't have nothing for you.
Right.
So what you supposed to do with that?
Take it to the barbershop.
Come see you, huh?
Come see me at the barbershop. Where it's safe.
All right.
But like some women might take it as a negative jab. Mm-hmm. But my thing is, females do the same thing, man. You can't tell me that you go to a hair salon or you go to get your nails done and you don't hold some type of conversation with the women that are there.
Right. I mean, you could probably, at the barbershop or even at the hair salon, you probably have conversations that you can't have with your significant other.
Facts. Yeah. And most of the time, what people don't realize is that barbershop is kind of a buffer before actually holding conversations with said partner sometime. Because sometimes you go in there and you be like, man, let me ask you this. Am I tripping?
Right.
And then you might have some men that be, man, yeah, you tripping, man, let that go.
It's a rough draft.
Yeah.
Before the original.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel you. When you say a safe space, are you talking about like just the expressing yourself or the whole peace aspect of it?
The peace aspect too.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, when men are out in the world working and dealing with some of the things they got to deal with to provide for the family and a lot of the responsibilities that we hold, sometimes going home can be difficult if there's always a person there that is a bit naggy. We'll just say it like that.
Violence, huh?
Or an individual who won't allow you to decompress,
Right.
to transition from work to home life.
Okay.
You may need 15, 20 minutes of, let me sit on this couch for a second. I can't fix the garage door right now. Just give me a minute. That type stuff.
Yeah.
Or I know the trash can is full. I'll get it in a minute. Just give me a second. That type of stuff. Just give them a minute sometime.
All right. Do you think men create a safe space for women?
I would say in most cases, yes.
Why do you say
Because a lot of times we cater to their feelings and their needs already.
Mm-hmm.
If a female has ever cried,
Okay.
talking to their boyfriend or husband,
Mm-hmm.
and expressing certain things that's going on with her from day to day, I would consider that safe.
Okay.
Because he gave you the space to express yourself freely. Now, sometimes when men express themselves freely, even in conversation with things that females are going through, your opinion gets downplayed because they don't like what you had to say.
Okay. I think we've talked about this before, but it's been so many episodes ago, probably. Do you think it's a safe space when you bring up an issue that you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then they say, well, you do so and so. So now your issue is pushed to the back burner because now y'all have to address the issue that they brought up.
Yeah. And that ain't cool. Can we just address each issue individually as they happen? Because if I express something to you and you say, yeah, but when you hit me with that, you're dismissing what it is that I'm expressing,
Right.
to make what you want to express more important than what I'm saying.
And go ahead.
So then you put your dude in a position to never want to talk to you about anything again.
I think when you express yourself and then you expressing yourself hurts their feelings. And then you have to make them feel better now because of how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a safe space at all.
Nah.
Because like you just said, you're dismissing how I feel. Now, well, I'm dismissing how I feel because I have to now cater to you and make you feel better because what I said bothers you.
Yeah.
I think in order to have a safe space, you have to look at it as, how do I want to be treated too?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want somebody to listen to you, then you have to listen to somebody too.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just dismiss how they feel, but then want them to appreciate and soak in everything about how you feel.
Right.
It goes both ways.
Yes, it does. You are human just like we are human. You have feelings just like we have feelings.
And it's not a bad thing if he goes or she goes to their friends to talk about certain things because they probably Not saying that they can't, they just don't want to talk to you about certain things.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, in my opinion, I don't think your wife or your girlfriend, your husband, boyfriend should be your best friend.
Okay. You don't think they should or okay. I don't think that's an issue. I just think that you have to have others in your life too, though.
Right. But what I'm saying is, I say that because, if you go talk to somebody, your girlfriend or husband could be like, but we're together. I'm supposed to be your best friend. You see what I'm saying? Like, no, you still a very important part of my life. It's just, I talk to so-and-so about this issue. It doesn't mean that I value you less.
And see, that's the thing too, though, bro. Like, you don't need to know everything.
Bruh. Bruh.
You do not
say it again.
Need to know everything. Because I look at it like this. When you hit that barbershop and you can speak freely, sometimes a lot of your thoughts shouldn't make it home. I left them there because I was tripping. You don't need to know what I talked about in there.
You don't need to know everything.
Nah.
That's the realest thing you done said on this pod, bro.
Thank you, sir. And you a hater.
That was quick. Okay. All right. Got me there. No, but yeah, like,
yeah, man.
Certain conversations I don't need to have with you. Just like certain conversations you don't need to have with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
A safe space is more than communication. It's knowing that I can talk to so-and-so or go kick it with so-and-so and not having to fight to do it.
Yeah.
Like, just because I'm talking to or kicking it with so-and-so, that doesn't devalue your role in this relationship or my life.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and some of these conversations, man, like, may not even be for you, period. They're strictly for me.
Right.
Strictly for me.
You ever seen the Nutty Professor, the Clumps? Okay, you remember when do you remember the movie, first of all? Let me just
ask you. It depends, man. It's so long. Oh, bro, go ahead.
Okay, do you remember the scene where she was in the hair salon and she told everybody about her husband's his inability to get up?
Oh yeah, when grandma was sitting right next to her. Yeah.
Do you think I was like, grandma was like, you see this right here? It was a noodle. Yeah, my fault. Back to the show. Do you think that she could talk to him about that?
Of course not.
Why?
Okay, I put it to you like this. I think she could talk to him about it. It's just a certain way of how she needs to do it. But I think the point is not the fact that she can't talk to him about it. The point is she was able to talk about it without it affecting him.
Right. She probably did it because she couldn't talk about it in a nice way.
Yeah.
She probably just like, my husband limp.
Yeah.
And you can't tell your husband, babe, get that
Blue Chew.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Blue Chew, hit me up, man. So
wow.
Hey, why not?
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, tag them in YouTube.
Cut the check.
Go ahead.
Cut the check.
Okay.
Could you imagine a Bluetooth commercial with that clip being reenacted though?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like that? Yeah, bro, that'd be slick. You know what I mean? Cut the check, man.
Cut the
For
check.
real.
But yeah, What should a man do, since your short was about a man, what should a man do to improve the safe space in his house?
Ooh. I don't know if that falls in his lap.
Mm-hmm.
That's solely up to her for real.
But shouldn't he express like, yo, every time I try to talk to you, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So shouldn't he do that?
Yeah, but what if she's like, no, it's not. I could talk to you. I'll listen. And it never happens.
Then at some point,
yeah.
Is that a reason to break up with somebody?
I mean, I don't think it's I mean, it depends. It depends on how much he can take.
If you feel like you just can't talk to that person, like every time you talk to him, it's always, oh my God, like, do you think my acting was terrible? I'm sorry. Come on, bro. What we doing here?
All right, man, go ahead.
What we doing?
All right, what was you saying?
Is that a reason to break up with somebody?
I mean, I don't think it is, man, but you gotta you got some stuff to work on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all might have to.
You like my acting?
Nah, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Nah, I don't like your acting.
Go ahead.
But I mean, you might have to talk to somebody else. Somebody else might have to be in the middle.
I just think if both people is committed to having a set, okay, outside your house you have no control over that.
Mm-hmm.
But inside your house you have all the control.
You should.
So if you can't express yourself and the other person at least listens to understand instead of listening to respond,
mm-hmm.
then what you here for?
You gotta stop in communication, man. Like, you gotta stop. How can I say this? You gotta stop personally taking everything said as an attack. Wait until the entire thought is finished before you try to respond to what's being said after dissecting what's being said first. Listen, hear the person out first.
Mm-hmm.
Take what they said for what they said. Stop trying to read between the lines. And
don't take it for what you think they saying.
Exactly.
Take it for what they are actually saying.
Because men use words that have meaning. Those words mean what the dictionary says.
Why are you talking like that? The dictionary.
Because some people like to create their own words and meanings.
Right. Right.
Like, I ain't gonna go there.
You ain't choosing violence today?
Nah, I'm gonna leave that one alone. That one might get me in a little trouble. I'm trying to create a safe space on the pod. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
This is our pod.
You know, for our listeners too.
Oh, okay. All right. If say you expressing yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And about things that you need, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you get it for a couple weeks. Quick fixes, basically.
Right.
How many times do you come back to your safe space to express the exact same thing before you get tired?
Every time.
You don't get tired of it?
No, I'm saying, I mean, you will get tired eventually, but every time you see something, you should say something.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let nothing build up.
And I think that's a problem with us men.
Mm-hmm. Don't let that build up, man. Say something.
We always want to let stuff slide.
Nah.
But then when the woman brings up something,
then you want to drop this.
We be like,
yeah.
Oh, that bothers you?
Yeah.
But when you do X, Y, and Z, I don't say anything.
Yeah. Don't try to keep score, man.
And I think that's probably our biggest problem. We hold stuff in because we just try to let stuff slide.
Because we don't want the confrontation, though. That's the only reason why we let it slide. I say choose war every single time you have a problem.
That's where I rock with you.
Yeah. Violence. Well, not physical, but
Yeah.
yeah.
The phrase.
Dictionary wordplay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think does a safe space have anything to do with like constantly complaining about stuff?
Okay.
That sounds like the best fart ever.
Man, I mean,
That breath is just
man. Constantly complaining can turn a safe space into a negative one, but I would say it depends on what the complaints are.
okay.
Some things don't have to be an issue.
The way your eye just twitched, I want to know what things.
No, I'm just saying, small, minute stuff. Like, I'll give you an example. And this is how you can turn a safe space into an argument real quick. I'll give you an example. Say your husband come home. I'm gonna go from the lady side first.
I was about to say, because I don't have a husband. Go ahead.
Say the husband come home. Here go the wife. Hey, I text you 30 minutes ago. Why ain't you text me back? Why ain't you answer my text? What are you doing? You just turned a safe space into a real negative situation real quick. When you could have said, hey, babe, I texted you 15 minutes ago. You okay?
Right.
And then you could get an actual response.
Yeah.
But that first one, you might not get nothing.
I mean, that goes back to what, I mean, women say this a lot. So, I mean, that's kind of going back to what you're saying. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this. We're basically saying this: the safe space is inside your house. But shouldn't the safe space be wherever you and your partner is at? Shouldn't that be the safe space? Y'all too.
It should be. And that's why you should never have any type of confrontation out in public, man.
Right.
Stop trying to correct your man in front of people.
Why you look like that when you said that?
I mean, I'm 40. I didn't been through some things growing up.
You 40?
Yeah, man. Well, I will be. So.
See, that's what I'm talking about, bruh. You keep doing that. You keep doing that. That's why I looked at you like, what?
I will be very soon.
Stop rounding it up, bruh.
Hey, man, it is what it is, man.
Whatever, bruh. Hey.
So what? Let me ask you this. When you was born, you started at 0?
Bruh, I'm not having this conversation with you. Not on the podcast. I am not having this conversation again with you. Okay. You keep doing this, bruh.
How old was you when you was born? You was 0? No, I'm just playing. Come on, I'm just playing, man. Hey, look, I'm 40-ish.
No, that means you would still be 40. 40-ish means 40 to 49.
That's what you think?
Dictionary.
So if I said, if I said, all right, come through at 4:00, and you say I'll be there at 4-ish, that could be 3:45.
Safe space 9. Say, bruh, where this go?
It ain't safe no more in here.
Clearly. Anyway,
Man.
it can a couple bring in more people into their safe space that wasn't part of their safe space?
Yeah, man, you can destroy that real quick dealing with certain people.
Family and friends, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Should you bring in more people?
Depends. It depends.
Depends on what?
It depends on if you have an unbiased person in your relationship that hold both of you accountable.
That don't take sides.
Yes.
Okay. I respect that. And
you gonna get that in my barbershop. Cause I'm gonna tell you when you're wrong. And then I'm gonna send you back to your girl and say, tell them Naam sent you.
You sent them back to where they
go back home.
Okay.
Go back home.
I don't think you should invite nobody into your safe space who wasn't there in the beginning.
But what if you got somebody in the beginning that's still trash, though?
Then they shouldn't be in your safe space.
But what if somebody come along that's unbiased with a little more knowledge?
In time.
All right.
In time.
Because I'm a pretty deep brother.
Pause.
Yeah.
You don't, but at the same time,
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
But at the same time, the people that you bring into your safe space, they still shouldn't know everything about your relationship.
It depends.
Everything?
It depends. It depends. And I say it depends is because if you in your relationship keep hitting the same roadblock, then you got to get a different perspective.
Okay, would you trust that to family and friends or actual therapists?
It depends again. If you know if your family trash or not, you know if your friends are trash or not.
That's true.
And then if you can't find somebody that's unbiased, that's really about y'all relationship working, then go seek a therapist then.
Okay.
And even that may be a process because you might have to drop one to go find another one.
Okay.
You can't have a female therapist that's a feminist. Yep, I said it. Because guess what? You're going to get in there and she hate men. You can't get a guy who is diehard red pill because everything the woman going to do is wrong. You got to find that balance.
What is it called? Misogynistic and misandry.
Yeah,
I forgot the other word. Yeah. I don't think how long do you think it should take to build up a strong safe space? Like what are the components you need to have a strong safe space?
I would say for the most part to start off, man, just a open line of communication to where each individual can finish a thought. Because it's sad that you see couples communicate and they can't even get their whole thought out without being cut off.
I think two people who are willing to, like I said, to listen, to understand, and not listen to respond. When you express yourself, the other person you can't have the fear of being judged. Yeah. And both people have to know that y'all coming from a place of love. You're not trying to actually hurt the other person. You're not. You still have the relationship's best interest at heart.
Right. Yeah.
I think if both people can understand that and keep understanding that, then I think y'all will have a good safe space.
Yeah, and don't try to read between lines.
All right.
Don't try to tell the other person what they mean by what they said. Simply ask them so that you can gain clearer understanding.
Right. And then don't say, well, you didn't really mean that. I know how you really feel. Like, no, I'm telling you how I really feel.
Don't make stuff up. Now this safe space turned into a A TV show. It's all fake.
Right.
You just made up something completely different, which means if you're not going to listen to what I'm saying and you're going to make things up, there's no way in fixing my issue. So there again, it's on the back burner, and this space is no longer safe.
And every issue should be dealt with one at a time.
Yes. Yep.
But like I said, understand that both people are coming, well, at least you are coming from a place of love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're not trying to tear down the other person. Everything that you are saying is something that you need out of the relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They can rebuttal back to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, a safe space consists of a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if the person comes home from work and they want to talk about work, sit down and let them vent about work.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they're done, don't say, man, thank God that's over. Because now they going to feel like they can't express themselves when it comes to work to you.
Yeah.
You may not want to hear it.
Hey, man, but if you say you love that person, you do everything you can to help them decompress. Even if you don't like it.
Bars.
My thing is this. Let me say this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
To all of my people that left comments and gave me some pushback on safe space, I appreciate your comments, man. I do. I respect them. I respect everybody's viewpoint. And, you know, we only here to grow together, make each other better people so that we all can have successful relationships in the future.
Tell them Naim sent you.
And tell them that Naim sent you.
Motivation?
Yes.
All right. My motivation today. Let's see if I did better than last time.
Mine gonna be trash, but come on.
Okay. A storm is just a part of the season.
Just a part of the season.
Because remember, it rains in paradise too.
That's facts. That's facts.
Weather.
Yeah, that's that's facts. Mine is, and I'm coming from the top of the dome. There's small spaces, medium spaces, and large spaces. But only you make a safe space. Tell them Naim sent you. Wow.
All right.
Wow.
I think we did all right.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, they call me Dyer.
And I be your boy Naim.
Supreme Team.
Yes.